Back at it again, baby! Yes! What is up? If you're new here, my name is LeCompton, and welcome. We cover weekly reviews of mostly import figures, and today we have got SH Figuarts Mecha Frieza, looking nice in the box. Did want to go ahead and show you the stuff to look for as far as officiality. Is that a word? Officiality? Bootlegs, okay? There's no bootlegs out there just yet, but just in case, you want to look for the Tamashii Animations Dragonball Z, the Bandai Toy Collector Shop. This guy right there, letting you know this is a limited release Tamashii Nations Bandai, and then this tiny, used to be big. Back in my day, it used to be like a quarter size. Now it is the size of a thumbtack. Tamashii Nations quality sticker seal of approval. Window shots looking nice. Product shots, not really too much going on right there. And then you've got the product shots on the back showing everything that Mecha Frieza can do. Did want to remind you, if you like this video anytime during the video, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. Back into this. Let's go ahead and get Frieza out of the box. And there is Frieza out of the box. And it doesn't look like he comes with too much, but in actuality, for the price that I paid, around $65 USD, it's almost like we've gotten two Frieza figures, because you know, most everyone in the world is going to, for this figure, is going to be using this Frieza piece right there on their display. So it's really cool that we got the split Frieza. We also do have 3 interchangeable head pieces and 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, along with that metallic ass cyborg tail. So like I said, not too much, but almost like for $65 and you get like 2 Friezas, it's really not bad. And I did want to show off one thing. I know a while ago I was bitching about the instructions being included on the inner flap and just making it very complicated. I know this has nothing to do with the figure, but look what they did. They put it on that flap, and I know we're saving trees as far as the less paper goes, but look, it's on this side of the flap, and I couldn't be more excited, honestly, because like sometimes you don't want to go in there and be like, what's that? Where's that tail piece go? You know, so it's really nice. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into this review. Okay, from the get-go, at first I was like, all right, we're getting another Frieza, and it's 4th form Mecha Frieza. Like, you know, what new can they do with a Frieza body? I feel like we've gotten so many Frieza bodies with just an old model here, and let me tell you, I'm gonna show you, but let me tell you, I'm thoroughly impressed. So let's go ahead and get into this. So starting here, we can look up about that much, which is really good. Look down that much, which is really good. Tilt like so, tilt like so, and then for whatever reason you want to do, you got Exorcist style. This is the new part that I was like, okay, what could they do for a Frieza figure? And it's this right here. I know you're like, okay, his shoulders went up. Okay, it's a T-pose. Let me show the uninitiated here. This piece right here is not something that we've seen before on a Frieza figure, as far as I know. So like the fact that it can go up and then go over like that, hold on. You know what? Hold on. Okay, so this is one of the mini releases of the Frieza figure here, and I don't have like the oldest one goes, but I would say this is like second release, crisper colors for saying, and I think it's also like the Tournament of Power Resurrection Frieza. So this is what I was talking about. Yeah, he can do a higher T-pose, but see those shoulders right there? The joint is specifically in the shoulder, and it's just one piece. It's got the bicep swivel connected to it, and that's it. New Frieza over here has those shoulder pieces going over the actual arms. And why am I freaking out about it so much? It's so cool. It's such a small, it's not really a small detail, but like the engineering on this is like, mwah, like, oh, dude, Tamashii, all right, I see you coming out of the gate with this Mecha Frieza. Like I said, bicep swivel right there. Oh, is that new too? Oh my, oh my. Oh, that's fucking weird. Hold up a minute. No. Oh, shit, we got more. We got more things to go over. Okay, so I was doing the bicep swivel, but then I also noticed that the forearm moved. So this guy right here has the bicep swivel, but no forearm moving there. So improvements out the ass. Holy, okay, what, dude, I don't even, I'm taken off guard. This is why I like not opening the figures until I'm in front of the camera here. So you do have, like, what would you call that, a forearm cut, a forearm swivel, to where it can go all the way around, giving you a nice cool punching action. As far as the double jointed arms go, you're gonna get a flexion like so, and then the ball joint within the wrist is going to be like so. I'm gonna say the same thing for everything. Yep, the fucking forearm cut. Okay, not freaking out anymore. So can do that. In this ball of excitement, I have forgot to show off the other new piece. Okay, so real quick, back of 1.0, 2.0 Frieza right there. No actual butterfly joints. It's just like the ball joint within the arm that can do the butterfly extension. New Frieza, however, it's got a butterfly joint, and oh, can it go as far? Okay, so not as much. So that is something that we do need to take into account. Does not go that far, but it does have the actual butterfly joint within the torso there. So yeah, my bad for forgetting that, for all of the excitement that's happened. So can do that on the ab crunch, and then freaking crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy limbo style. Not too bad right there. Do like that. Got a tilt like so. Ooh, and then a tilt like, ooh, yeah, okay, so really good range of motion there so far. As far as the kick goes, can go all the way up, which is to be expected from this Frieza compared to the other one. And it also has this part in it as well, which is new compared to, I'm just gonna keep pulling out this Frieza. See how there's no actual cut right there on the thigh? So that's something new. And you also have a thigh cut right there. I'm freaking out, man. Why am I freaking out so much? Double jointed knees, like so. And then his foot, the ball joint, the ankle rocker thing can go down like so, go up like yay. Got a little bit of a side tilt action and a little bit of a side tilt action right there. Obviously, you're not gonna get any type of toe pivot action because I think that would just be too much. You know, you don't want to like really sell it home. And the other thing I really like about this is the tail, and this is kind of more so on the sculpting side of things. But look how flat that tail is, and it's contoured to where it can lay there on the ground and look natural. What is going on? Has the ball joint right there in the tail, and then I would say be a little careful with it. It does seem like a little fragile, and then can go up and around like so for a normal tail. I would say it's the most stable tail that we've gotten for a Frieza figure, or the older Frieza figures per se. So this is just miles ahead in improvement. So articulation, Mecha Frieza. You weren't supposed to do this. I was wearing my Vegeta outfit just to show you disrespect, but I feel like I might need to go change. All right, full paint, apps, and sculpting. Am I gushing too much? Because this figure, look at it. Oh my God, the details, the sculpting on all the cybernetic parts. You've got like almost like screws on the metal plate right there. I've always been curious on why he has Cell's face / crotch on his head, but you know, that's just something for another day. Back there looks really good. Like, I love the contrast between the silver and like the bolts right there, and then this black piece right there. That looks really good. Always that weird, I guess you would say, Frieza ship head boob nipple piece there is fine. You've got the lips that look great. Now, this is another part that I was curious on, and like, it's just another improvement on a Frieza body. Is he's buffer, he's bigger, he's a lot more stout, and he actually has some muscles going on. You can also see the scar right there, which looks really good. But like, so what I wanted to point out is right there, he's got the pectoral muscles that are showing up and showing off. This one, it's there, but like, it's flat. It doesn't really got too much going on. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, yeah, this makes sense that this is such an improvement. That Frieza figure that you keep showing off for comparisons is like 3 to 4, if not older, years old. And I get that, but this is really the only Frieza figure we've been getting as far as the 4th form goes. So, you know, pardon me for gushing over the improvements here. I'm not bitching. I'm just curious. Now, as far as the ribs, those look really good. Like I said, the bolts, the Frieza ship nipples. The one thing I am curious about, is that supposed to be smooth? Because one more time. That's smooth. That makes sense. That's there. We get it. That one has the ripple effects, and I'm curious on why that is on there. Like, so if you know in the comments, please let me know, because I'm curious, like, did that arm get replaced too? Is that what that is? Going over here to the other side of the arm, the black, the football pads, the bolts on the arm, you've got that sharp elbow, which looks great, and then the silver chrome looks really nice. Super awkward crotch shot, but we're gonna do it anyways. The black looks really good. All of that. I do also like the fact that in the hips right there, you've got the spring loaded, you know, ridged pieces right there, and then also looking down there in the crotch, for sure, it's also ribbed as well. So ribbed for, God, wow. Was that too low of a fruit to pick there? Ribbed for, you know, pleasure. So the football pads on the thighs, the knees look really good. I like that tiny little attention to detail on the kneecap. Same thing, you've got the springs, the ribs on the side of the knee, and then really looking at this tail. Very, very detailed. Love every single piece of it. It does look like a very metallic tail, and it's also got like every single part to where it could like coil if it needed to. And then last thing, he has no legs. He's pulling off a Darth Maul, if you will, but the feet look really good as well. So I am thoroughly impressed by the paint apps and sculpting on this. There's not too much shading. I would say there's a little bit of shading over the pectoral muscle where the Frieza ship boobs are, but that's really it. But man, we're hitting on all cylinders so far. So as far as the accessories go, it should be easier to do this time around. Face looks really good. Like I said, the bolts on there, the lipstick, the lining around the eyes looks really good. The scar on the forehead looks great, and then the black eyes, no lining in there, but that is because it's a black piece. The pupils look fantastic. And this is the other thing that I've noticed is all of the other headpieces don't have that weird blue ship thing. So it does come off, and then the weird side football thing comes off as well. So you're gonna just kind of interchange those with all of the headpieces. All right, so this Frieza in particular, with all the scenes that he does, has 3 faces, and I think I think we're covering them all in this release. Lips look good, the teeth look great. You got that tiny little line in the teeth there to show the part. The pupils are a little smaller, but gives it that really angry look. And then on there, same thing, looks really good. Maniacal Frieza! Okay, so I've said it many a time. I love it when there is no symmetrical face parts as far as like the mouth or the eyes or anything like that. So this is gonna get the tiniest little bit of a one-up from me. Tiny bit raising up there on the right, and then so it's not a symmetrical mouthpiece. Lighting around the eyes, pupils looks great, and this is the evil faceplate. The other one, I'm gonna let you decide with me on what that is. More bonus brownie points. Okay, so at first I thought this was more of a yelly face? A yelly face? A yelling face, but the more I look at it and the way this eye is actually popped up to where this one is like, I'm gonna put it in the fear category, and that's what I wanted from all of these faceplates. We got an evil, we've got a yelling, sort of yelling, a maniacal, and then a regular face. So a fear, yelling, great. Mouth looks great, aligning around the mouth. I wouldn't say any type of, yeah, it's a symmetrical mouth. Teeth look really good, pupils, eyes, all of it look really good. And like I said, love the asymmetricability. Is that the word that we're looking for? Asymmetricalness? No, we're just gonna leave it at the door. I love it. Okay, so what we're all here for, and most likely the reason you bought this figure, is this accessory, this additional sort of statue. And this is what you're gonna have to do to your actual Frieza figure, is take all the arms and legs off, but it's super easy. You've got ball joints that go in like so, which is actually pretty easy compared to what I thought it was going to be. And then you've got the pegs that go in like that, and then the last arm piece. So looks really good. Love that we can actually kind of do a little bit with it, kind of like move the arms down, move them around, like kind of move them down, and then also the legs can kind of just do the distorted look that you want, and then also like the toes go as well. So this is the reason why you bought this figure, and I gotta say, it looks really good. It looks exactly like the Frieza figure that we got, except for there is a gaping, splitting side effect headache right there, and it looks really good. I have not opened my trunk since I've got him, so I'm very excited to just pair this together. And the quickest accessories for hand pieces you've ever seen. Like I said, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. They're all matching. Nothing is out of, like, one you're getting one out of the other. You've got the Ki Blast hand, you've got some angry, and then you've got some 2 Death Finger, Death Ball, Death Boy, Death Pointy things. So it's fine, considering that we basically got an extra Frieza figure. I'm fine with 3 pairs of interchangeable hands. And for size comparisons, it is crazy to think that we have 6 forms of Frieza. These aren't even all the releases of Frieza. You got 3 releases of this guy in general, and then 2 releases of the Golden Frieza. The rest are kind of like one-offs, but 6 forms already, and we're getting another one later this year. Like, Frieza fans be eating good. That's all you need to know. So standing at 4.72 inches, I would say he looks appropriately scaled. I did want to mention that 2nd and 3rd form Frieza of mine have been modified with the AJ Customs extension pieces. So this boy really tall, this boy a little wonky, but really tall, or taller than what he was originally. He used to be like that, but now he's got some legs under him, which is cool. So this Frieza looks good. So with all of that being said, Well, Frieza, is that I don't know if that's actually a good impression. I'm gonna try it anyway. Well, Lord Frieza. No, take it back. Not gonna do it. Will Lord Frieza become the Emperor of the Universe and receive the coveted Got to freaking have an award? Or will he be sliced into pieces? Find out after this short break. Ladies and gentle collectors, are you entertained by Mecha Frieza? What are you thinking so far? I personally have been having a, how do you say, good time. I've been having a good time with him. Like I said in the beginning, I was lukewarm on this release in the sense of, did we need another Frieza? Did I want another Frieza? No. Is there so many forms of Frieza? Yes. Am I impressed? Yes. Yes, I am. And I think you could tell for most of the review that I was feeling it. It was working on me. It did its job. So what can I go into as far as like, I don't want to pick out gripes per se, but I do need to be like objective in this. And oh man, maybe an effect piece, like everything else though, like seriously, I can't pick anything else. Like this Frieza, like possibly, not fully, is one of my favorite Frieza figures that we have gotten thus far. The updates, the 2.0 body, the shoulder pieces going up and down, the forearm swivel, the bicep swivel, the crotch piece 2.0 figure part of the Frieza. He's not just one full body that does. It's not a re-release is what I'm saying. It's a very updated Frieza. I am happy with it. Maybe, okay, let's say this. Maybe some extra feet. Right? Maybe some extra feet. We've gotten extra feet in the past. We can do it again. That's really the only thing. I don't think there's anything else. Dude, I love this Frieza so much. Between the articulation, the paint apps and sculpting. Do I want to say, okay, so let's say this. The scaling, depending on who you're looking at and what you're looking at, is off. And I know he is supposed to be the same size as regular fourth form Frieza. So that makes me think they love Frieza as far as Tamashii Nations goes. I think we could potentially get an updated Frieza release with better effects, better things, doing all the stuff that this Frieza does, but just in a regular body. And my rating scale is hate it, like it, love it, got to freaking have it. Like I said, you know it. It's gotta freaking, ooh, we squeaked. It's gotta freaking have it, baby. Love this Frieza. So for $65, like I said, almost two figures. You get like this Frieza, and then you get the regular Frieza figure. Like I said, I think you're probably buying it for that Frieza right there, and I think that's a reasonable reason to buy this. But the figure itself, to me, is absolute fire. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. Stay tuned next week. Like we've been doing this whole new, old, do a raffle, do this thing. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know the world's worst human Earthling fighter is finally got picked. And so we are doing meme-worthy Yamcha, the new one, you know, the donut Yamcha is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this, and until next time, Compton out.